Mod 130, this is the evening class, BOA 2. My name is Miss Carol Peugeot. I'm your instructor. You probably recognize me from your intro video. Anyway, this is week 3, and I decided to go over some of your SurveyMonkey questions with you. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go over the question and then tell you where you can be found, and then go to that passage and we'll do a little bit of reading. So please look these up. Please post. If you haven't posted SurveyMonkey, my goodness, please do. I have some names here. I'm not going to show you, but I have 5 people in this class who have not posted to SurveyMonkey yet. So please do so.
The link's on the website too.
The link is on the website. It's right there. Click on SurveyMonkey. Post that first question. What week is Mod 130 in? Week 3. Just post that question, get attendance, and then start working on these questions. Okay. So the first question in the SurveyMonkey, and can be found on your weekly objectives and questions, week 3. This was sent to you yesterday. It can also be found on carolsclass.com. If you haven't been to this website, please go. Class.com. That's an L. carolsclass.com. Look under your BOA 2, and then scroll all the way down to week 3, and you'll find week 3 objectives and assignment questions, as well as the week 3 term words. And then scroll down a little bit further. Of course, that's probably where you found this video, because that's where the videos are going to be posted. So if you haven't done so, please do so tonight. That first question at least. And then you can actually start doing these questions, because we're going to go over them right now. All right, so question 1 on the SurveyMonkey questions is, what is an organizational culture? Organizational culture. What is it? Well, if you look in your book, and also these questions are pretty much done in order. So really, if you just go through the chapters, you'll be able to find your answers in order. So this one can be found in chapter 7. Chapter 7, page, at least my page. I think my version is the same as yours. My page is at 127. Okay? Page 127. What is an organizational culture? So if it's not right on your Kindle, just look in chapter 7. It should be the very first page, right at the introduction. Okay, so let's look at it. According to the textbook, organizational culture is a firm's or company's shared beliefs, values, traditions, philosophies, rules, and role models for behavior. Those of you who have worked for any company or more than one company know that every company is different. Even within the same industry, even within the same types of business, you have different cultures everywhere you go. So when you first go to a company, you kind of get acclimated to how things work, the politics, how people act in that particular company. That's what it's talking about, that particular culture. So an organizational culture has to do with that particular company's culture, as far as behaviors and beliefs and thoughts and general attitudes. Okay, so that's number 1. What is an organizational culture? All right, so number 2, you should have heard about if you were ever doing any kind of job search skills, or if you were talking to career services, or your instructor probably talked about this. Number 2 is asking, what are soft skills? What are soft skills? Soft skills can be found still in chapter 7. This is found on page 128. Now this one's a little bit tricky because it's not in the regular part of the text. It's down in the lower part, this little box here where it talks about soft skills. Okay. So, soft skills, what are they? Well, you know that you're going to class to learn hard skills. Hard skills are your actual skills, like your bookkeeping, your typing, your math, your business math, QuickBooks, those things that we actually learn in class. Soft skills are the ones that, they can be taught, but really are dependent on you. Those are things such as your attitude, your professionalism. So let's name some of these. They're your attitude. Professional attitude is what I'm talking about. Professionalism. Your presentation of yourself. How you dress, how you speak. So your presentation. And you'd be surprised that most employers are really interested in your soft skills. Because again, these are things that really can't be taught, because a lot of them have to do with you choosing. I tell my class for professionalism is like a uniform. You put it on. When you get ready to go to work and go into the office, you put on professionalism, and then when you answer that phone, regardless of what your kids did to you, or your spouse, whatever, cars cut you off on the way to work, whatever happened, you present a pleasant and positive attitude over the phone, and never let it reflect to your customers. So those are what soft skills are. Those are your behaviors, your attitudes, and how you present yourself. Okay? So page 128, chapter 7 for that one. All right? So let's do number 3. Number 3. All right. So number 3 is describe a centralized organization. Okay. So this can be found on page 133. Wait, don't go so fast. We're still in chapter 7, page 133. Okay. So centralization has to do with how a company is managed. So a company that is centralized or centralized managed means that the manager is at the top. So here's manager, and everybody kind of is subjugated to the manager. And then people from there. So it's kind of like this type of organization. All power is concentrated at the top, and the power is... So let's see what the book says. A centralized organization, again, this is found on page 133, is a structure in which authority is concentrated at the top and very little decision-making authority is delegated to the lower levels. So these are the employees, they don't get to make many top-level decisions. Those decisions are made by the top management. Okay? So that's a centralized. So obviously a decentralized organization would be the opposite. That's where the manager or the top management would delegate decision-making power to the lower levels. And sometimes an organization works better because you have more ideas, more people who are actually in the trenches or in the process, in the part of the business is actually doing the work. So they might have better ideas to expand the business horizons, so to speak. Sometimes when management is concentrated to one person, it's not a good thing because that person is really limited to their own abilities and their own ideas. So centralized, one person at the top, decentralized, authority is given down below. Okay? All right, so that was number 3. All right, number 4. Number 4 is, it asks us to define classical theory of motivation. Sociology 101. I like this. That was my, that's what I majored in my undergrad degree, my bachelor's degree. Sociology and social sciences. So classical theory of motivation. This can be found on page 167. And we'll go there. And I believe that one is in chapter 9. Let's go there. 167. Yep, that's chapter 9. Okay, so classical theory of motivation, the textbook defines it as, this is on page 167, theory suggesting that money is the sole motivator for workers. So basically, this is what I believe the American job market bases its structure on. That people are motivated mostly by the good American dollar. I believe it's true, but not always. Sometimes we're motivated by wanting to do a job well done. Sometimes we're happy because we love doing what we do. Sometimes people will take less money because they want to do something particular that they love. Sometimes not. Sometimes we'll do things we hate to do because we want more money. Because more money makes it so that we can do things that we love to do when we're not working. So I think it's a balance. But anyway, that's classical theory of motivation. That most people are motivated especially for the job pertaining to money. So if you offer them enough compensation, they'll want to work for you. Okay? So that was number 4. And then we'll do one more. I believe we'll still be in chapter 9. What are the 5 levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now here we go, Psychology 101. The answer to this can be found on page 169. Okay, and I believe that's still chapter 9. And you've probably seen it if you've ever had a psychology class or a sociology class or any type of class where it talks about dealing with people. But it's a triangle. And what I'll do is I'll find a better, which that's not the best example, but I'll find one and I'll post it on the website so you can kind of pull it up and look at it. So basically what it is a level of needs. Hierarchy means what's more important than something else. Okay. So on the very base level, you have the base of the pyramid, and these are the physiological. Okay. One of the reasons why we have schools that are offering breakfast and lunch free programs for children is that they believe, or they know, they understand that if a child's physiological, these are your physical needs, food, sleep, water, clothing, comfort, well-being. If your physiological needs are not met, you won't be able to satisfy or express your higher level needs. So these needs to be met first. So a child who comes to school hungry won't be able to learn because first of all, their brain is not functioning to the highest level because the brain needs sugar. That's true. Brain needs sugar and fat. I know those are bad words in today's society, but it's true. Now, I don't say give them Cocoa Krispies. I'm saying they need to have a good breakfast, which means they need fats and sugar. So don't be afraid to give your kids some foods that have fats. I'm going to put this up here. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Abbreviate. Okay. All right, so the next level up, this is level 5. We're going from 5 up to 1. Our security 4. And this is not just true for kids, it's true for everybody. Physiological needs. You need to be able to have, sleep and food, clothing. Security needs has more to do, it's more psychological. You want to feel secure in your environment. If you're feeling full of fear, uncomfortable, if it's a stressful environment, then you won't be able to function to your full capacity. Security needs, making sure you're in a secure building, making sure there's no danger, making sure that there's no stress in the classroom. This is why teachers are always trying to make sure and maintain the classroom has a secure environment and that there's not fighting going on, because we want students to be comfortable and want to come to class. So, security needs. Level 3, we have social needs. This is one of my concerns about this COVID-19 thing, where the kids are stuck in the house. Kids, as well as people, need social contact. Some more than others. Some people are a little bit more introverts, some people are extroverts, but everybody, no matter who you are, needs social contact. If nothing else, the person who lives alone, maybe get a cat or have somebody to talk to on the phone, has some kind of social needs. So that is that actual need that we have. It's the 3rd level up. 2nd level, we have esteem needs. Children, adults, everybody need to feel good about themselves. When they do something good, they like to have recognition. It's not pride, that's just the need to be recognized for the things that you do or the things that you are. To be valued, that's what it is, to be valued. Whether it's by parents, whether it's by a classmate or an instructor or your friends. You want to be valued and your esteem needs to be met. Finally, the highest level, and not everybody makes it to this level. This is called self-actualization. Did I spell that right? Let's see if I did. I did. Self-actualization. Yes, I did. I spelled it right. So, again, you find it on this page, and also the page does give more description. So you can go beyond what I'm saying and read it for yourself. Self-actualization is your ability to, without needing it to get from others, to have a sense of wholeness and wellness in yourself. You don't need others to tell you how great of a person you know. And to, like when you do well on a job, like let's say you write a paper and you know it's an awesome paper. Before they even get that paper back from your instructor, you know you did good on it. So you get that good feeling. That's self-actualization. Knowing that you helped somebody who was in need. Without somebody having to pat you on the back, knowing that, hey, I helped somebody. That's the highest level. But notice, you can't get up here until you satisfy these. That's what Maslow's philosophy was, or theory was. You need to satisfy these. That's why they say, put the oxygen mask on yourself. You need to take care of yourself first before you can be independent of others helping you. So that's Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Psychology 101. That's what it is. So those are the 5 levels. So tomorrow I'll do another video. I'll go over 6 through 10, more, probably like that, and take it from there. So you guys have a good afternoon. Please, if you haven't posted the SurveyMonkey, do so tonight. Please, I'm going to be checking tomorrow, and I'm going to be calculating the grade. So it affects your participation grade and your class assignment grades. Please post to SurveyMonkey. The first question, what week is Mod 130 in? What week are we in? We're in week 3. Just post that one question and then work on these. Okay? Have a good evening. I'm going to talk to you guys at 6 o'clock tonight. So I'll probably be telling you about this video then. So I'll see you then.